This was a demonstration of different cultures and different dances. It was I guess, a documentary that was being done at the time.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, I think Ralphie was filming it. Yeah, Ralphie.
Okay,
Yeah, he was filming it. So there was different types of dances like ballet. There was Spaniards dancing. Different types, just a whole medley of it. And Mighty Mike managed to get us in there as rockers and dancers.
Okay.
Okay. So everybody's putting on a nice explanation of their dance and what this is all about. And we didn't have anything. So I was like, Mikey, you're going to grab the microphone and you're going to make a presentation of what this is all about? Nah, Spin, yo, who's going to do it? The guys were talking. All of a sudden, somehow somebody said, yo, Spin, you got a big mouth. Why don't you take over? I went, all right. Okay. What are you going to say? I don't know. I'm going to wing it. I'm wing it. We get out. It's a nice squad, maybe 50, 60 people, you know. I believe Ralphie was, matter of fact, Ralphie was taping that. I know he was. So we're all standing in a line. And I said, hi, my name is Spin. And this is how I became Spin. And the way that I grew up, I met this guy. His name is Dash. Go ahead, Dash, dance. After he danced a little bit, okay, let me introduce you to this guy. Rubber band. Go ahead, man. You know? And then I met this guy. And I did like a storyline. It worked out so well that from there, the guys kept going, yo, the next time we throw a jam, you got the mic. I was like, yeah, you got it.
Okay.
That's how I started getting into the Mastermind reunions. And that's when I did the first one.
And at the Rock Factory?
No, it was actually started in Cooper Projects itself.
Yeah, no, Cooper Projects.
And then one day, the second time I did it, we finished it off at the Rock Factory at Chuck's house.
So,
but the very first one was in Cooper. I was living in Delaware. I made a lot of phone calls, and I coordinated Break Easy, myself. Storenzo from Love Unlimited came down. It was a nice little squad, but not a big squad.
First one.
The first one.
And who was there? Was there a contest?
No, it was just a hangout.
Okay,
let's dance.
Okay.
Let's dance to the drummers beat.
Yeah,
you know?
just get the old squad together.
Yeah, pretty much to pictures. You know what I'm saying? Here's Rubber Band Manny,
So that's
Papo.
second one.
Here comes Lookout Crew. You know, the graffiti writers. You know, some of them.
Okay. So throw a little throwback thing for yourselves to get back together, catch up with each other.
Yeah, I have Daddy Patties. I made a whole bunch of empanadas. I fed the squad.
So
by the way, Daddy Patties. All right.
That's
23 years in the making. 23 years in the making.
So that's
still going strong.
So that second one. That's the one that was in Cooper Park.
That's again at the same park.
Yeah.
But this time it was bigger.
Yeah.
Because now.
Because Jackie was there.
The
Rock Kings were there.
Exactly.
We were there. For
Royalty
at the time before we got down with what's the name.
The girls from the Hip Hop Plus was here too.
Some of the MZK cats came late in the evening. So it was a night. Some West Coast cats were there.
That's right.
It was a night. A lot was going on. But
it was on.
At that time, I was fresh to that kind of part of the scene. So it was like, I was just kind of like just chilling. You know what I mean? Okay. I was just kind of looking at what's what.
And that's the first time.
And I lost to Jackie that year. And you said, I know we had this conversation, but I always remember this because you said to me when you were talking about the battles were done and it was like judges are deliberating, whatever.
Right, because I was hosting. I didn't want to be a judge. I didn't want to be a judge.
And you said you were just talking like about each battle. You were like, okay, Chronic and da-da-da-da. It was a good one. We saw what was going on. We saw the blows. Like you were kind of narrating the battles.
Okay, all right.
And then when it was me and Jackie, you said, the debt has been settled. And I always was like saying to myself, what did that mean? And you don't even remember you said that shit.
At the time, I didn't remember saying it, but then I did explain to you what the debt was settled. No, because you're too good. You're two good dancers.
But we didn't know each other. We never battled each other.
But
we had no rivalry.
But
it was like it didn't make any. I was just sitting there when you were saying it in my brain, because you were just like walking past and like rubbing your hands, and you said, the debt has been settled. Yeah. And I was just like, what the fuck is that? He won.
It's just me.
He ended up winning the whole jam, but I always wondered in my brain what you meant by that.
No, and then, I know. We talked about it, and it's basically, it was a great contest between you two guys. You guys went at it. Like I haven't seen Rockers in a while.
He definitely won at that time. He was.
And is that the night that he finished with Chronic Kid?
Yeah, he beat.
Oh, they went. Yeah, and there was a tie, and they had to dance twice.
Yep.
Gee, ties with three people. Let's talk about that one.
We'll talk about that. But so you're coming back now, Spin. You're coming back to the scene. Like, okay, so what I really want to get a sense here is this thing you haven't done it for years.
Correct.
So how was it coming back? Was it just like getting back on a bike for you, or did you have to kind of scope it out?
No. I had to kind of.
I'm not talking about hosting now. I'm talking about you getting back into action as a dancer.
Yeah,
After years of I'm sure not being active.
Exactly, not being active.
Talk
Working
about that.
behind a desk. You know, I've been a financial officer for years, so I worked behind a desk all the time.
talk
And then I
about-
did law enforcement for a
Yeah.
while, so that kind of get me going, but not to the level of dancing, you know,
Yeah.
and not to the level that I would love to have been at this time back in the day.
So talk about that. You're coming back.
I'm sorry?
Talk about that.
My comeback at that time?
Yeah, physically, like, what was, like, how was it for you?
I was invited to, Ralphie had invited me to go to California, to San Diego, to a Dynasty reunion, okay? And I went. I think Brick Easy was there, yeah. Ringo, me, Ralphie, Russia, Dynasty Russia was here where I met FT.
Okay. Okay.
I think it was Chuck, Bushwick Joe was there.
Okay.
Chuck was there.
Okay.
And I was dancing. Not that I joined the battle, because I was weighing 255 pounds at the time, all right, son? And I danced to showboat, to showcase, because you know how it is, right?
Yeah.
And dude, the next day, man, I couldn't walk. I was numb from here down. I had to sit at the pool, and I sit at the pool in cold water, and then my shins were hurting so much that then I had to go to the hot water, and then cold water. These guys went nice, enjoyed the whole Saturday in San Diego. I had to kind of try to recover myself, okay?
Damn.
So that's how much it was. And I started stretching a little more, started doing a little more of this and that, but it was difficult because to lose 200 from 260, 255 to what I weigh now, dude, it's been, you know, I'm.
So did you feel motivated by the dance? Like, man, I gotta shed some pounds so I could do this again, or was it just like a natural progression of you're back in the dance? Now I'm gonna just start dancing more, so that now it's kind of like putting oil back on the wheels.
Yeah, putting oil back on the wheel, you know, definitely. I've always loved my dance. I've always loved rocking. I always loved breakdancing. You know what I mean? At this age and this pound, breakdancing ain't happening because you know how that goes. But why not? Let's rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I started practicing a little more. Started making a conscious effort to myself. And the little bit that I saw of me being able to do what I used to do, kind of gave me my own momentum. Damn, if I could have come back to what I used to do before, even remotely close. Practice makes perfect. Perfect makes perfect practice. You know what I'm saying? Perfect practice makes practice perfect. That's how it goes. Yogi Berra, by the way.
Yeah.
So I just kind of, and Ringo was there, and we went to the Pro-Am a couple of times.
Yep.
So I knew I had to go dance over there.
Saw
So
Pro-Am.
yeah, you know, so
And then, and then Florlo's anniversary, you and Ringo went against
rest in
Chino
peace,
and
my
Brian.
Flo.
You all had a
my
little
boy, man.
2-on-2. Not it wasn't a formal thing, but you did a little. You and Ringo went against Chino and Brian.
Yeah, Chino and Brian.
So talk about
No. I didn't touch Brian. It was me against Chino because we were two big boys.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when we finished off, I jumped in front of Float. Rest in peace, my man Float. Me and Float, if you see that video, we went at it. That even Break Easy was like, oh shit, check this out.
Yeah.
After that, man, we hugged. We became the best of friends. We sat outside for like an hour, just talking about how it was. And then every time I would see Float, either at the UDEF jams in Philadelphia, or even if I caught him somewhere else, yo, Spin, what's up? Yo, you VIP today? You hungry? Come on, let's go eat. Yo, and then after I got in, yo, Vitamin, you hungry? Yo, you hungry, Chelsea? Yo, you hungry, fellas? Yo, where you get all this food from? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, you know, rest in peace, my boy. But in that case, you know,
but like that time period, man, you're coming
fun.
back.
It's fun, man.
You're
It's
going to jams again. You're coming back to the scene. So you got 20 years of just living a normal life, and now you're coming back to a new scene, new people, new DJs, new venues. You're seeing now 1,000 people in a building.
Yeah.
And you're involved, you know, as a dancer, even if it's not in a
Just my
formal
presence
battle.
there.
Just my presence. How is that for you? Like, how was it coming back to that and just seeing all that? And this is what you used to do back then in the 80s. Like,
Remember, I used to go to Washington Square Park, cardboard. Coney Island, Brighton Beach, cardboard. Now to see Linoleum, now to see these hardwood floors, now to see $10,000 competitions, it just gives me this tingling feeling like, wow, if I would have stood 16 years old for another 20 years,
you would be here doing it.
I'd be 16 years old today, son.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing it. And it's a privilege to be able to see where I started to where it is now. And not just because of the breakdancing, which in itself it's ultimate and I love it and I could be there all day watching it. But rocking.
Yeah.
You know, rocking's around the world. You got these guys from all over throwing some moves, man, that even when I was at my best, he would have got me. He would have got me. Yeah. I probably would have been studying it before it comes too, so I don't get away with it that much. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a really honor to be able to look back and see where I started and where you guys are, and I include you too, and Chauncey and the whole squad. You know, where you guys are at, where you developed with this, the moves you do now. All of that to me is great. It's just loving, and it keeps me thinking. Now, if I decide to come back at this age, I need to watch it because there's some beautiful dancers out there, and I got to keep my toes. Thank God I've paid my dues. I think I'll do okay if I had to jump back in the ring again. But it's the love of it, man, and what you guys have done. God bless, man, and you guys are taking it all over the world. So
No
you know what I'm
doubt.
saying?
Of the time period of you coming back, and we spoke about some of these jams you went to. What was like your most illest battle to you coming back?
Wow.
Your comeback battles. What's one that you enjoy that you really like?
But remember, I never signed up for a battle.
No,
again.
I'm not
A
talking
pit,
about
one-on-one,
formally.
a
I'm
one-on-one,
talking about
a one-on-one
yeah.
against
It could have
somebody.
been at the Delancey. It could have been at LPR. It could have been at Union Square. It could have been anywhere. Like I know since you've come back, what battle for you that you've partaken in the pit has been like, or what rocker did you rock that you were like, yo, like he gave me a challenge. I know you spoke of that Delancey night. I mean, we see that footage over and over again.
Yeah.
And,
You mostly see
Ringo.
Phantom and Ringo.
Yeah.
But I was there too.
But talk about that night because it seems like I've heard stories.
Okay.
It seemed to be a night where a lot took place.
All the celebrities. Oh.
Like all the heavy hitters in one building.
Yes.
And that was your comeback night, right?
I went because I was invited. Legs was going to be up there. I never got a chance throughout my whole rock and breaking career to meet Legs. Wow. Meet him. I believe we went against Rocksteady at one time in a circle at Roxy's, and right behind Legs, I might have jumped in, but it wasn't like I had a one-on-one with him or against Rocksteady. Yeah. It was just pit. Whoever got in, got in. But I never got a chance to, so that until later on in Philadelphia, like maybe a year ago, I got, yo, what's up? He's like, so spin. Yeah, we started talking for a little bit. Cool guy. Anyway, so who was my comeback? And was that night at the Delancey, the comeback. I was invited. I went. It was New Year's, the night before New Year's Eve. I was already going to be in New York anyway. So I told my girl at the time, yo, hun, let's go. She was like, all right, come on, let's go. And we went. And I actually danced and jerked. I don't remember going straight against Phantom. I just jumped into the circle. I wasn't battling anybody. I believe somebody did get in front of me. I might have done a couple of quick jerks, but I couldn't breathe. Okay, I'm trying to do jerks and I can't breathe a lot because I'm 260 pounds. So who are you kidding? Yeah. Even myself, who am I kidding to try to jump in a pit like that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If I did 2 jerks and a little spin, I did enough for the day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Who have I gone against that I can say was like the comeback of it?
What battle?
I battled with Ringo.
What battle hyped you up the most? Like what battle did you feel like, yo, this was a good battle that I was a part of?
The first time where Ringo actually told me, yo, you paid your dues, kid, and you've done a lot of work, was when we went to Boston. The fact that Chino got in front of me and I got in front of him, and even the fact that I lasted that long, whether it be 1 minute or 2, that it was a launch in the right direction because I wasn't able to do that before. And then behind that, then I go and I get in front of Float's face, and Float gets down with me. That was like, on the way home, Ringo was like, you did good. You were fast, you respected the person in front of you, and you lasted longer. This is the most you've lasted in a while, my man. I was like, yeah, I got my breath back. I'll be hurting tomorrow, but it doesn't matter. He says, that's how it goes, kid. Just keep going. Every time, a little more, a little more. So that to me was like the cut where I'm getting better at it again. Here comes part 2. I did it for fun. I did it for love, but I also did it to have a good time. And I wanted to kind of test my own self. Can I really hang with Chino and then go against Float like that? And I did good. And I said, all right, this is going to work in progress. It's not going to happen overnight. It's just not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? I battled Ringo. We went at it. This is just behind closed doors, him and I. We had some good ones. I got hit. Tony Heat. We're doing a jerk. I held his foot down. He can't go nowhere.
Okay, you doing a Cooper battles. Cooper style battles.
Yeah, one of those
holding legs
street, street rock. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, take that. But I had the opportunity to dance at Pro-Am, and then I had to dance at Mastermind. I hosted and other times, and I danced. And I've been losing a lot of weight now since this COVID situation has come on. I left where I was living at. I'm closer to New York for the time being.
Yeah.
But that's a subject to change situation shortly. But in the meantime, I've been surrounded by a person who eats well, good food. My compadre, my brother in life, just like Ringo too, But I'm eating healthier, no rice, no bread. I'm walking 2.5 miles almost every day. Sometimes I go 3 miles. Sometimes I do 5 miles walking, 2 miles. So I'm getting to lose the weight, get the stamina back, and let's see what happens. Yeah. Let's see what happens. In the meantime, all I want to try to do is dance more than I did last time.
Word.
That's it.
So let's talk a little bit. Let's talk some rocking, man. Like, when we speak of rocking, we speak of freestyle, of course, burns and drops, jerks.
Yes.
What was you seeing at that time when you were younger? How people generally rocked? Was you seeing more?
I was seeing a lot of Brooklyn rockers. I really wasn't traveling around. Remember, I was 14, 15.
But not that they were traveling, but what was the style that you were seeing? What was prominent? Was the jerk prominent? Was the drop
jerk was it. Yeah, jerk was it. Jerk was it. As a matter of fact, even when I was doing drops, I thought they were called jerks. But then again, obviously, I understood the difference between the jerk, which is the full movement, versus just taking and drop.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of jerks. Dynasty was jerking, Touch of Rock was jerking. If you didn't jerk, you wasn't rocking. That's basically the way to put it. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't jerking, you wasn't rocking.
So when you left, did you encounter rockers outside of Brooklyn? And if you did, were they jerking too?
Again, so to me, a drop is a jerk. But then if you really break it down, it's not.
It's not.
It's not. Okay.
No, it's not.
On its essence, right?
Yeah.
When you mix a couple of jerks with a couple of drops, that's rocking.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it is, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So your question.
Or you could just do someone that just likes to only do drops. I still would consider it rocking.
Okay,
but to me, I'm just wondering, because when we speak of the jerk, we speak of Brooklyn. It's kind of like saying that's what Brooklyn brought to the table.
Yes.
Of dance.
Yes.
The jerk.
Yes.
And it's known that this was a prominent thing in Brooklyn.
Correct.
To the point where if you see someone rocking, more times people are going to say, oh, that's that Brooklyn rock, or that's that Brooklyn rocking.
Correct.
Even myself, I've been rocking in the park, and a dude came on the gate and was like, oh, you doing that Brooklyn shit.
rock. Yeah, that Brooklyn shit.
So I'm asking to see that if you did battle other rockers that didn't happen to be from Brooklyn, did you notice they were jerking too?
Yes. I noticed they were jerking too, but I also noticed that some of them were not jerking. They were more up. They would barely go down. So my style is up and in, up, down, in.
Okay.
This guy's freestyling on me, dancing on me, in MC boots, whoa. Or even if it was somebody in sneakers, but he's not jerking with me. Let's go back to Bushwick Joe, Little Dave. They dance, they rock. Yeah. But their whole style is totally different from what we've known. Okay. You know what I mean? So if I'm gonna stand in front of Little Dave to rock, I gotta rock him in a different way. I can't just go jerk for jerk because he doesn't jerk. Yeah. He's freestyling, which is still considered rock. I'm not taking away from nobody.
Yeah,
no. Yeah. So I digressed. Go ahead. The question was?
The question is that did you see people outside of the Brooklyn rock? I mean, jerking.
Yeah, I did. Yes.
When you encountered them.
Yes.
And how were those battles? How were those battles? And where were they from? If I don't know, probably didn't speak to them at that time, but
it was more of rocking wasn't dying. It really wasn't, but not everybody else was doing it.
Okay.
It was more prevalent breaking.
Okay.
If you got somebody jerking in front of you or dropping, that's about the little extent of rocking that person goes. Is that person rocking from the 80s or from 70s or the 60s? Probably not. Good possibility they're not. Those who can rock from the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, they have their own distinguished style. I do believe that the jerk, that a lot of people say, there goes that Brooklyn stuff. But I also believe that the Bronx was also jerking too. In a different manner, but they were jerking.
Okay.
Not just drops, they were jerking. Manhattan, rocking.
Okay.
Jerking, drops. Okay, so I don't count them out as being originators in that, originating in that era, but every borough had their own style.
Okay.
So you can tell somebody doing up rock in their style from Manhattan, like the Bronx, and then compare them to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
That's why they would say, he's doing that Brooklyn stuff.
So You noticed
Allergies,
them? Did
sorry,
you?
allergies.
Yeah, no, it's all good. You noticed? So did you actually like notice that
Yeah. Yes.
from
Yes.
different boroughs? You noticed it.
I noticed it. Let's say that I would go to Skate Key.
Okay.
Okay. It's another skating ring in the Bronx, and rock songs came on. You can see the style. That goes back to the Bronx. That wasn't from the Bronx. Just like breakdancing. If I see that footwork coming back in and out, all and out, that's Bronx.
Yeah.
You know, Manhattan, more on the outskirts, and there's 5, then go to Brooklyn. Pop difference, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can tell where you're from by the way you rock.
And your personal style.
Like I know Southside, how the gangsters used to rock
Yeah.
against the gangsters from Knickerbocker, or the gangsters from Greenpoint.
You know how
The
they
guys-
used to rock.
yeah, you know, yeah. No, but before he got to that, they had a dance to start
yeah,
it off. You know what I'm saying?
So your style, you know, you said Dash was your president. You say
EG was my vice president.
EG was your vice president. You ran around with Ringo a lot.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe your style? Like, what did you focus on more? Were you more of a freestyle guy? Did you focus more on your jerks, or were you a burner?
Look, man,
were you
burn to get burned, right?
Yeah, I know that's your motto.
Yeah, no, actually, I got that from Bookster Joe. Joe came up with that, and I was like, burn to get burned. I said, can I use that name? He told me, yeah, go ahead. And it's been what it is today.
Yeah.
For those who know, and for those who don't know, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, for me, the essence of rock is jerking, going up and down with the person. You know what I mean? When to block, when to step out of the person's way. When that person's jerking, do I need to be where he's at? That to me is the constant essence of being able to do that at a beat, choreographed, you know, because when you dance as a dancer, you choreograph yourself to learn to dance that way. So that's choreographing yourself. So when I go against somebody, or I like to see when the other person is also choreographed equally with the other person, and they're both going at it hard, like a boxing fight. You're not gonna go there to go watch a guy jab around for 12. Yeah. I want to go see the guy get in there for 12 against the ropes, here and there, moving, shaking, in and out. You know what I mean? That's the type of rock I like to see. I respect the fact that now they do these full songs. Okay. At the time, again, you know, I was more of a pit dancer. I was dancing in the streets. I never really joined competitions like that. So to come back now after all these years, and you guys are dancing full songs, which, by the way, I can't even dance a full song sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You know. But so that's why I was like, yo, like, what's going on? Oh, nah, it's not like that where you go to the pit anymore. Now it's, you know, you got your judges, you got your full songs, and there's 3 parts to it, obviously. There's freestyling, dancing, it's all a whole new different thing. And I like it in a way. I don't have a problem with that. I really don't. What I don't see enough is enough people jerking. You know what I mean? So I just want to see jerks and burns, especially in a battle. You want to go see 2 guys go at it, 2 people go at it. Dance is great. The outside and the freestyle, that's lovely. But when it's time to jerk, you should be jerking. I want to see 12, 13, 15, 20 jerks. And the guy's 22 years old, and he can't do 20 jerks in one song, bro. So do me a favor. Take the music, loop the music, and let me see what else you're going to freestyle to, because you got nothing else to hit the hard beats on.
Yeah. No, I can
Again, that's just my opinion.
Yeah,
This is my feeling. I know we've talked about looping music
no,
before.
No, I mean, it's I honestly, I would like to see both. I would like to see both. I think they're both very interesting concepts, and I think, me personally, I think it did get a little bit too rigid from how I'm hearing stories of how y'all used to do it. It don't gotta be like that. We could just loop that shit, or however.
Yeah.
We could do it however. Just meet at the park.
Let's go at it. Let's go at it, man. Let's go at it.
So
a full 3 rounds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Best out of 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. There you go.
On loop breaks.
A loop break. Oh man, Gold DP1. He died to do that.
So, you know, you considered yourself more as a burner, and of course you said for you the foundation of rock is the jerks. The dance is kind of like the trimmings. Coming now into this new generation, you kind of spoke about some of the differences that you've seen, and coming back that differ from what you were used to in your day and age.
That's correct. Yes.
What are some
styles change?
Yeah.
Yes, it's evolution. So
what are some things from today that you like about today's modern day rocking and whoever's a part of it today? And what are some things you just named the music aspect of dancing to whole songs? What are like some things that you kind of are shake your head to, confused about, or you could keep it real, you just don't like. You're just not
No,
feeling.
no. I do like what I see in some cases.
Like 3 things that you like, 3 things that you're kind of like, that's interesting.
Okay.